morning! Yesterday we stayed at a hotel in Nanaimo that costed $300 a night. That's right, $300 a night. Although I wouldn't say it was worth $300, I think we might have come to Vancouver Island during a peak season, so everything was overpriced. To be honest, the hotel was a bit sketchy, so my sisters got a little bit worried and so they ended up barricading the door last night. Today, we'll be exploring Nanaimo City and the surrounding areas. But first, it's time to fill our stomach with some good food. This brunch spot was bustling when we arrived, but I totally get why. It's fantastic. We stumbled upon this gem and I have to say it's an awesome discovery. We kick things off by ordering some cold matcha latte along with a Nanaimo bar. My sister insisted we give it a try since we were in Nanaimo. Hannah got some fancy French toast, which honestly looks so good. She said it was absolutely delicious but couldn't eat too much because it was too sweet. Jojo got an omelet sandwich with some extra avocado on the side, while I decided to build my own brunch this morning. I got some toast, chicken soup, scrambled eggs, potatoes, and veggies. I'm really glad I chose to build my own breakfast. It was the perfect meal to start my day. As sisters, we like to share and try a bit of each other's food. This was a really good brunch. Now it's time to explore what the city has to offer. The park looked so cool that we had to try some of the rides. I know that we're not kids anymore, but it was really fun to play around the playground. I used to get so tan from playing outside all day back when I was little. I felt that a lot of the rides required teamwork to get them to actually function. Clearly, the seesaw was not balanced. You can see that I was doing all the heavy work, but it was still not enough. So I did what any smart person would do and went in the middle to make it work. Look at this! And yay! We got it to work! Next stop, Nanaimo Harbor City. It got really windy by the water, so we had to make sure that we were holding onto our hats. I wonder if the poor seagull injured its leg. There were people catching crabs. One of the gentlemen told me they catch crabs and keep the big ones for dinner, while the smaller ones get lucky and are thrown back into the water. Looks like this one's not so lucky tonight.
Have been manipulated by humanity. I never come into contact with them.
On our way out of the city, we made a stop at the Old Country Market, which is renowned for one unique thing: goats on a roof. Unfortunately, I only spotted one goat out there. The weather was so hot on Vancouver Island, nearly hitting the mid-30s degrees Celsius. Believe it or not, it was tough to stay under the sun for too long.
Where's the other goats?
So I understand why all the goats prefer to chill inside a little hut. The area was also filled with lots of gelato and sorbet ice cream shops, so I decided on a combo of passion fruit and strawberry flavors, while Jojo went for peach and watermelon. On the other hand, Hannah needed a caffeine boost for the drive, so she grabbed an iced coffee to go. Time for a hike!
You're so cute.
Our final destination for this trip is Tofino, but before heading there, we made a decision to tick off some bucket lists of hikes along the way. One of them being Little Qualicum Falls, which is located in the central Vancouver Island area. This hike is 3.2 kilometers and it's the perfect place for a family picnic, and you can even swim in the waters. This family-friendly hike is estimated to take around 53 minutes to complete, and this route will take you to the waterfalls through this tall cedar forest. The route is mostly flat, but the terrain does have some rocks and roots, which can be a minor challenge. Next, we went to Malahat Skywalk. The original price is $36.95 for an adult, but if you go after 4 p.m., you can save 25% and get an admission for $27.70.
That's a wolf.
I immediately regretted not bringing my sunglasses and hat. The sun was so bright and constantly in my face throughout the whole way.
Hard to see because of the sun. That's setting. It's golden hour.
What? It's so big.
You're on Instagram, right? So sunny.
The Malahat Skywalk features tree walks and a spiral tower, providing some of the best views on Vancouver Island, situated 250 meters above sea level. There was a large net-like space in the center for people to walk on. Initially, I thought that it would be easy, but as I approached the center, my body started to tremble, and when I looked down, my fear of heights kicked in.
Oh my god, it's so scary. I'm so scared. I'm actually so scared. Ah! I can't move.
After managing to step off the net, I attempted to face my fear again. It began well since I knew what to expect, but I quickly got back down. Not necessarily due to the height, but because I realized people downstairs could see under my dress. Trying to carefully maneuver without revealing anything, I struggled to stand up again. And once more, my fear of heights returned.
And then I'll take one. Just to...
How about if you take a horizontal one?
Yeah?
Just run.
I can't, I'm so scared to go.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Can I get one for you guys?
Yes, awesome. Yeah, you want it? Yep. Where's Tony now? Oh, getting one picture, Tony. Thank you.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Good shade over there.
You get a slight shade, you don't have to stand in the sun.
Exactly.
Right in your eyes.
Yeah.
For the descent, I had the option to walk down the ramp, but instead I chose the fast route on the spiral slide. Hannah went first while Jojo opted to walk down. I'm so grateful that we didn't end up paying for the full price because overall I felt like there wasn't much to do and I found the price pretty steep. In my opinion, these influencers definitely overhyped this place on social media. Due to a sudden highway closure, we diverted onto an alternative forest route suggested by Google Maps. However, it felt unsafe, like we were off-roading, and I was even concerned that we might end up with a flat tire. As we continued, an older couple stopped us, informing us that the road was blocked. Apparently, all the cars had taken this route only to find it impassable, meant slowly for commercial use by loggers. This unexpected detour resulted in wasting a lot of time, and unfortunately, it threw us off our plan to explore several hikes. We did manage to take a breather by stopping at a lake along the way. With the highway set to reopen in the evening, we found ourselves with plenty of time to spare in the middle of nowhere. Time to hit the road again! We decided to head straight to our next hotel in Tofino since we were all pretty worn out. It seemed like everybody was waiting for the highway to reopen. Surprisingly, this was the only route to Tofino, but it had abruptly closed due to a couple of refrigerator-sized rocks that tumbled off some cliffs onto the road. The crew needed hours to gather the equipment and clear parts of the highway. Despite the delay, the scenery from Nanaimo to Tofino was undeniably more scenic and stunning compared to the sea-to-sky highway leading to Whistler. Well, that's it. Please like and subscribe to this video and see you next week in Tofino.